What's up, guys? I'm BTC. Sigma is available on the PTR. This character is awesome. Let's go and check it out. If you enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like, and if you're new, subscribe and hit that bell to get more. I already made a video going over all of the characters' abilities, so if you're wondering what those are, I'll put a link on screen and down below so you can go and check it out. There is a ton of stuff going on with this character. It's very easy to get kind of overloaded, and you know, it's very easy to get overloaded and, you know, just kind of press the wrong button at different times because there is so much stuff that you have to do. Also, I can tell you right now, proper shield management is going to be a really big thing with this character because a lot of times you'll throw out the barrier and what happens is you forget that it's there. So then when you move over here and you're like, oh, I need to use my barrier again, you press the button, it doesn't actually throw it, it just recalls it, so... Ooh. Okay, interesting. Oh, wait, I don't know if I actually absorbed that or not. I'm gonna have to test a bunch of stuff. There's definitely gonna be a lot of testing going on with this character. Especially that absorption ability that he has. Because what it does is it absorbs the damage, but it doesn't absorb the effect. And what I mean by that is, if something has a knockback, then you'll still get knocked back. You just don't take the damage from it. I mean, obviously, this situation is a little bit different because, you know, everybody is playing the character. So it's not like there's going to be a balanced game. Now, here's the cool thing. So, like, see how they have the barriers over there, but I can just bounce this up and on top. All right, let me try the ult. Got him. Nice. Okay, that works pretty good. I mean, that was a kind of a small area. Little difficult because they were easy to just run out of the way. So the rate of attack is pretty slow. Oh, why did you do that? The rate of attack is pretty slow. Ah, alright. So that didn't quite go so well. I think having the Brig with all of those was a little bit better than our Ana. There's still some issues with Brigitte with her new version. I'm working on another video going over it. There's definitely some problems with the character. Short version is this. In order to activate your Inspire passive, you have to be up close in order to hit them. Unfortunately, if you get close, you get destroyed now because her survivability went really, really far down. So you often find yourself holding too far back where you can't actually hit them. You can try to use your whip shot, but if they have a barrier, then you're just never going to activate your Inspire passive. So there are some issues with the character. I don't want to say she's garbage or anything like that, but it's definitely a very different way of playing the character. So here's the thing. Like, what I can do is I can place it out there and then move in. Then recall it. So let me see if I can bounce this. The attacks do a lot of damage. It's 60 damage per. It's 60 damage per. But the rate of attack is pretty slow, like if you've noticed. So, you know, you definitely have to be more careful with it. Like, you can't just kind of spam it out there. Obviously, everyone right now is just kind of throwing the attack out there. But, like, look at that rate of fire. That's really slow. That is really, really slow. So you have to be a little more careful with it. So I can absorb a bunch of them. Now the thing is when you use your... Oh. The second time I got nanoed. I'm not going to be able to do anything with it, though. The thing with that, though, is you need to make sure that you don't have your barrier up when you're doing it. Because if you do, then, well, you're not going to absorb anything because your barrier is going to be there. Oh, that's another thing. When you see them doing that thing, you don't want to attack them because you're just going to give him shield. So I'm going to try to ult here in a second. Trying to bounce it. I was trying to bounce it off the ground to see if I could hit behind Brigida's shield, but it didn't quite work. Alright, so I got my ult. One of the things about this character is because you're floating, it feels really weird because you're not moving. Like, there's no bobbing up and down like with another character when you would be running. So... Oh no. He also doesn't have a whole lot of health, like if you notice. He's only got 400. That's another thing. I need to see if I can absorb melee attacks as well. I'll have to do a whole bunch of testing on this character. It's a lot of fun, though. Like, there's just so much stuff going on with this character. There's tons and tons of stuff going on. I definitely like this character. He's really difficult to play, though. Like, know that going into it right away. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of abilities. Lots of things that you have to manage. So you can't just... You know, you can't just jump into this character and expect to be amazing, right? It's not like Reinhardt where you know, let's say you don't play tank that much, right? You can still play Reinhardt, and as long as you hold up your shield at the right time, you're going to be, you know, at least somewhat effective for your team, right? Obviously, there's more, you know, kind of intricacies with playing Reinhardt than just holding up your barrier, but if you're able to do that, then you can be effective. With this character, that's not the case. Like, there's just tons and tons of stuff that you need to be able to do. By the way, none of his stuff, if you notice, none of his stuff is actually on the PTR yet, so I can't show you any of that. Like, it's just the normal. Like, that's it. And, like, none of the victory poses or anything. I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation. So that's what the character looks like. And apparently the story is that the experiment, you can see it on the screen, the experiment went wrong and now Talon broke him out and they're basically tricking him. Like, I don't know how they're tricking him, but they basically have convinced him to work for them, and he's not aware that, you know, they're the quote-unquote bad guys or anything like that. And then here, that's his attacks. The little hyperspheres. Pretty cool looking. So that's the character. That's Sigma. I think he's pretty fun. Again, if you want to see more about his abilities, you can go and check out that other video that I posted. Again, there'll be a link for it down in the description. What do you think of Sigma? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more, subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss anything. Also, come hang out in my Discord server and my Twitch live stream. Special thanks to my Patreon supporters. If you'd like to see what kind of cool VIP rewards you can get, check the links down below. And remember, always blame the controller, because it's never your fault.